is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome back to a post-game edition of Edmonton Oilers discussion here on the channel. And you see that scoreboard right there. Oh yeah, you see that scoreboard right there. It was a 3-2 final for the Bruins last time out, and oh yeah, it's a 3-2 final this time out for the Edmonton Oilers, who take the back half of the two-game series against the Bruins this season. And it was, as was the last one, an absolute gem beauty of a hockey game between these two teams. And if you need any more reason to doubt that this will not be a Stanley Cup final matchup, doubt no more. I don't even think that makes sense. Scratch whatever I just said. I'm deprived of oxygen. That was the craziest live stream I've done in a long while. If you're watching this back in video form, if you're still watching along on the live stream, you know that I got no oxygen to do this next 8 minutes or so that it's going to take me through. But it's a 3-2 victory for the Oilers, friends, and we're going to recap it right here, right now, in the next little bit. But before we get there, and again, I'm going to apologize to the live stream quickly because you just saw this a moment ago. But friends, if you're new to the channel and you want to stick around for more Oilers discussion here on Dolynny TV, I'd love to have you aboard. We just crossed over 11,200 tonight, so if you'd be so kind, consider hitting that subscribe button, would you? With that, the Oilers, a 3-2 game, and after 2 periods of play, it still wasn't looking good. After 1 period of play, it was looking real bad, looking really dangerous. Like the Oilers were going to blow this one really bad, right? 2 soft goals in a lot of people's opinion after 1 period of play. The Bruins only 2 goals of the game, by the way. And, well, you know what? Yeah, Stuart Skinner looking a little shaky on the first 10 shots. Then turns in 18 straight saves, and the Oilers win 3-2. I said at the end of the first period, if you've been watching the live stream or you were at all in the live stream, you know I said at the end of the first period, the Oilers just need average goaltending and good offense to win this game or any game. The offense shows up, and it's the depth scoring that shows up for the Oilers. Nobody named McDavid, Draisaitl, or Nugent Hopkins scores any of the 3 goals. Hey, Zach Hyman's a guy too, Tyson. But none of those guys score a goal, and the Oilers somehow, someway find a way to win a hockey game, and a big-time, beautiful one against the Boston Bruins, a big-time, meaningful one against the Boston Bruins. And that was a huge game for the Oilers. So let's recap it here in what was a big-time victory. I can't say that enough. 80 points on the season. We are 15 away from clinching a playoff spot in my mind. And this is how it breaks down in the scoring department. My friends, Brad Marchand scores goal number 20 of the season. I believe that was the Bruins' first shot of the period. I was listening on the radio broadcast. Kind of hard to tell, but I think that was Marchand's first shot of the game and the Bruins' first. Pastrnak and Carlo get the assists, and then David Pastrnak on the final shot of the period with .3 left on the clock. A turnover there by the Edmonton Oilers goalkeeper, Stuart Skinner, who had let in a softie on Marchand earlier. Turns into a little bit of a scramble in front of the net where the Oilers are getting deked out by the guy in the corner, and then it goes to the slot, and Pastrnak does Pastrnak things and just absolutely blitzes it home through Skinner, and he's looking scrambly, and we're down 2-0 after 1 period of play, and I'm like, oh man, I just fired up the stream. This is not the way I wanted it to go. So we're down 2-0 after 1 period play. I give that big impassioned rant about what the Oilers' goaltending and offense has to do to win hockey games. And then we play half a period, and it's going back and forth. The Oilers are sticking with it. They're doing good. They're having fun. And here we go. The Oilers facing the Bruins winning their 50th game of the year, fastest in NHL history, have to find in the back half of the hockey game a period and a half effort to win a game in regulation to keep pace with the Vegas Golden Knights. Evan Bouchard gets the first goal in that effort as Matthias Janmark. I mean, this was a huge one for the Oilers. Matthias Janmark comes up with a puck in the defensive zone. He goes for a skate. He gets lumbering down the ice. Evan Bouchard's the 3-on-1 trailer. He just absolutely blitzes home a patent Bouchard wrister and gets his 4th goal of the season, his first goal in 44 games, and Matthias Janmark picks up his 13th assist. He's quietly having a pretty solid depth season for the Edmonton Oilers. And then Well, hey, all heck breaks loose in that third period for the Oilers, who needed a third period effort like they have not had all season, and that was about as good of a third period effort as I have seen the Oilers have all year. Ryan McLeod on a beauty of a pass by Devon Shore on a turnover in the Bruins zone puts home the one-timer past Swayman, and his 11th of the year tied the hockey game with 6:08 gone in the third period. And then with about 5 minutes to go in the third period, the Oilers somehow find a puck defensively for the Blue Liners in the offensive zone. Ceci across to Nurse, who fires a shot on net, and the fans in the building couldn't believe it, but Darnell Nurse puts his 7th goal of the season through Jeremy Swayman, the assist to Cody Ceci and Leon Draisaitl, and it ends up being a big-time goal for the Edmonton Oilers, who, as the text message that just came in comes in, they insert a 7-letter word that starts with F. Pulled it off, baby. That's how we're feeling post-game according to the text messages coming into Dolynny TV tonight. The Oilers had one power play. All the power plays in this game were fruitless for both teams, all three of them, and it's a 5-on-5 grinded out battle. A 28 save or shot performance for the Boston Bruins that results in a 26 save performance for Stuart Skinner. The Oilers win 3-2. Skinner with a .929 save percentage and a heck of an effort turned in. Swayman not that bad either, .864, but he was solid, making some 10-bellers earlier in the game. The Oilers face-offs were fantastic as well, and obviously just doing their thing. Overall, actually, the Oilers kind of sucked in the face-off draw other than Ryan McLeod. Sorry, I take that back. But it was a great game overall, friends. And you know what? The best part of it is we are done facing the Bruins until the Cup final. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I tell you, we are the NHL Western Conference favorites for the Stanley Cup final. I would say in this, I've said it a million times, I think we're Stanley Cup favorites. I think we are absolutely favorites to make it all the way to the final at bare minimum. And tonight we proved that, a measuring stick game against the Boston Bruins, in a fashion of which, right, this is similar to our series against Colorado late after Jay Woodcroft took over last year. Well, you look at this here, is the Oilers measure up against the Bruins, lose 3-2 last game, and then come out here and win this one 3-2, new and improved team. So you like to see it. And it looks like that Tampa and Vegas game got really greasy. Really, really greasy. I wouldn't be surprised to see some suspensions come out of that one. But friends, it was a fantastic game as an Oilers fan, and I hope you very much so enjoyed it. What did I miss? Play La Bamba, baby. That is how you win a hockey game. That's how we want to watch the Oilers do it. And that final $151 with the empty net, they got the job done, and we found a way to absolutely win a beauty of a hockey game against the Boston Bruins. Have a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm up on out of here.